Corn.
Your duties there?
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries where corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why stationed by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored heaven of knowledge and wisdom. Being old and rescue, I'm asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope my advice is based on true knowledge and reckoned with wisdom. Madam Vice President, why do you keep a plow at the station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom could accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Mr. President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll numbers.
There are 35 members and numerous guests present, Mr. President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities, responsibilities, and develop the solid leadership which an FFA member should possess. May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare the award ceremony of the Barnesville FFA chapter duly open to the transaction of business or attention to any matters which properly may be presented.
I will now read If This Jacket Could Talk by Randy Bosson. I know that to you it may seem a bit old. I was officially adopted in 1933, which to many is ancient history. I hear the groans from some when advisors say everyone is in to be in official dress. Perhaps that's because they really don't understand me. I am more than just a mass of blue corduroy and gold emblems. Before you put me on, I would like you to consider what you're really wearing. You're wearing a living legacy that started with 33 young people in 1928 and has grown to over 500,000 students across this nation. You're wearing an emblem of an industry that is #1 in the world, American agriculture. You're wearing a uniform that is recognized by business people who operate our farms, Main Street businesses, and Fortune 500 companies as a symbol of excellence and leadership that is second to none. You're wearing opportunity to create success through one of the most diverse and dynamic programs ever offered to young people. You're wearing an advertisement of yourself, your school, community, state, and country. Most of all, you're wearing a symbol of everything that is good and decent about this great land we call America. So when you put me on, either you wear me with pride and strive to represent all that I stand for, or you don't wear me at all. Here's wishing you a life filled with premier leadership, personal growth, and career success. Your FFA jacket. We have a few members who have received jackets through the Blue Jackets program, and if you would just stand up when I say your name. Holden Brandemule, Jacqueline Brandemule, Wyatt Tucker, Hadley Olson, Siri Boxland, Shelby Erickson, Monica Wilson, Wayne Berggren, Evan Anderson, Braden Wiley, Gus Brown, Taylor Grunwald, Daxon Hansen, Kristen Lamb, and Jacob Olson. Let's give them a round of applause.
First off, I'd like to welcome Dave Gromish to the stage, who is actually not here, I guess. Oh, never mind, he is here. False information. So, Barnesville FFA earlier this year got to take a chapter picture and an officer picture. Dave Gromish was very kind of us, or very kind to us, and set up the whole backdrop in his yard. And we ended up taking the picture, and it's one of the best pictures, in my opinion, that we've taken this year. And I think it looks super professional, so we'd like to give him a huge thank you. And we also gave him a picture that was took there. So.
All right, so also in 2025, Barnesville FFA had the opportunity to apply for the National Chapter Award, and we're pleased to announce that we've had the highest scoring, I guess, we've had in many, many years. We received a superior ranking, and through this National Chapter Award, we utilize our program of activities, or our POA, and we decide what exactly we want to do with our chapter and where we want to guide it over the year. And so the officer team worked for many hours at our officer retreat to put this together, and we're super proud of it.
Over this year, we had several teams and individuals that competed in our LDEs, which stands for Leadership Development Events. Those events were exemplary speaking, which Riley Rickford competed in, farm viewer discussion meeting, which Allison Smith competed in, and then our Parley team, which consisted of Riley Rickford, Allison Smith, Jack Axness, Shayna Erickson, and Bria Voxlin, and Wesley Rotz.
So I'd like to thank some of our CDE/LDE coaches that have helped us over the past year. We've had Tessa Herman. She spent countless hours with the livestock judging team, whether it's critiquing our reasons, giving us helpful advice, or sending us 3-hour-long sheep or goat critique videos that are very fun to watch. I'd also like to thank James Cruz. He showed up, in the month of November, he showed up a lot of mornings before school at about 7:30, like 3 to 5 times a week for a couple weeks there, and he's helped us tremendously. I got the opportunity to be on the original Conduct of Chapter Meetings team, and James has helped us for the past 3 years improve our leadership skills tremendously. We would not be where we are today without you, James, and we all appreciate you. And I'd also like to thank Nissa Hoffman, which is NDSCS professor, who helped the soils team make it to state and just give them tips and tricks on soils judging.
The next few awards are considered our special awards that are pretty much just from our chapter that we made up. but are still very important and we think should be recognized. So first off, I'd like to congratulate Micah Schlotterhoff. He sold the most items by 100, and so that tremendously helped, or for the fruit sales, he sold over 100 more items than the other people. And so we wanted to give him a plaque and award him that for his salesmanship. The next awards are for the photo contest. The photo contest was started to raise awareness about egg literacy. All the photos were posted on our Facebook to help bring a spotlight to our community and help thank our farmers. So our 18 and under division was won by Thomas Anderson, and we have a plaque for him. And our 19 and older division was won by Jennifer Rickford, who also has a plaque. A unique fact about the plaques is their pictures are on them, the ones that won the photo contest. And all the plaques for the special awards were made by the chapter. Our final special awards winner is our outstanding supporter, Sharon Brayton, who was not able to make it tonight, but for years she has made potato salad for not only the county fair but our banquets, and it's kind of became her famous thing. So we also made her a plaque to shine a spotlight on all the amount of time and hours she put into helping grow our chapter. Our top 6 event attendees were Shayna Erickson, Brooke Nord, Riley Rickford, Allison Smith, Bria Voxlin, and Wesley Rotz for a tie.
Okay, so I am now going to read off the names of the people who have competed in different CDE events throughout the years. So a CDE is a career development event, and what these do are their kind of specialized contests that really anyone can compete in depending on their interests. So if your name is called, please come up and we got a certificate for you. So for egg mechanics, we have Aiden Kent, Landon Hartog, Alex Froning, and Jack Axness. For soils, we had Allison Smith, Baxter Rickford, Shelby Erickson, and Monica Wilson. For the meat CDE, we have Holden Bread and Mule. For livestock, we have Shayna Erickson, Riley Rickford, Piper Thompson, Lane Berggren, Taylor Grunwald, and Gus Brown.
For horse, we have Bria Voxlin, Madeline Brendamule, Abigail Dunham, Blair Atterbury, and Gus Brown.
Our junior horse team consisted of Siri Voxlin, Jacqueline Brendamule, and Claire Brown. Our floriculture team consisted of Liberty Burnside, Brooke Nord, Madison Nord, Abby Markey, and Kristen Lamb. Our crops team consisted of Allison Smith, Shayna Erickson, Holden Brendamule.
And for dairy evaluation, we have Wesley Rotz, Henry Rotz, Colin Gromish. Back in September, we also had some members compete in the trap shooting contest for FFA. And those members consisted of Jacob Olson, Evan Anderson, Riley Rickford, Liberty Burnside, Baxter Rickford, Wyatt Tucker, Thomas Anderson, and Daxon Hansen.
When we at Region Banquet, we have a talent competition, and we had one member that competed in that this year, and that was Riley Rickford. She sang, what did she sing? The A-Team by Ed Sheeran.
Mr. President, I have applications for 10 students enrolled in ag education who are candidates for the Discovery FFA degree.
Our Constitution outlines minimum qualifications for this degree. We shall now determine if these candidates qualify. Madam Advisor, have all candidates paid full FFA dues at local, state, and national levels?
They have.
Have they each participated in at least one chapter activity outside of scheduled class time?
They have.
Have these candidates all met other minimum qualifications of Article 6, Section B of the National Constitution?
They have.
The Secretary, please read the names of successful candidates. Oh. This won't have the names.
Thomas Anderson, Lane Berggren, Jacqueline Brendemiel, Claire Brown, Shelby Erickson, Taylor Grunwald, Daxon Hansen, Hadley Olson, Baxter Rickford, and Siri Voxlin.
She kind of did that early. Yeah. She should have waited to have them come. It's not listening. Will the candidates please rise? Candidates, you are about to receive the Discovery FFA degree in the national organization of members who will become the leaders in the broad industry of agriculture. Will you strive to continue development of your personal and professional skills through participation in the FFA? If so, answer we will. Yeah. If so, answer we will. Okay.
I am proud to add these names to the list of our membership embarking on a journey of personal growth and premier leadership development, which will lead them to career success in the broad field of agriculture.
Mr. Advisor had to.
Today you take the first step in an exciting journey, which you will provide you with many experiences. With each step, a foundation for success that will carry you through life. I challenge each one of you to grasp all opportunities that are offered to you and wish you success in your journey.
Fellow officers, join me in welcoming these recipients of the Discovery degree.
Mr. President, I have the applications for 4 students enrolled in ag education who are candidates for the Green Hand FFA degree.
Our Constitution outlines minimum qualifications for this degree. We shall determine if these candidates qualify. Madam Advisor, do all candidates successfully have satisfactory plans for program and supervised agriculture experience?
They have.
Have these candidates met all minimum qualifications of Article 6, Section C of National Constitution?
They have.
The Secretary, will you please read the successful candidates?
They are Holden Brendemiel, Madeline Brendemiel, Madison Nord, and Micah Schlotterhoff.
Will the officers please take their places beside me? Will the candidates please rise? Candidates, you are about to receive the Green Hen FFA degree in the National Organization of Members who expect to enter a career in industry of agriculture. Will you strive to further develop your abilities through activity participation in the FFA? If so, answer we will. The basic beliefs of FFA members are outlined in the FFA Creed, which will be presented. Is it? Okay. I hope that you will always carry the spirit of the creed in your heart and the words in your memory.
Career development is a lifelong process. Your activities in this organization will help you acquire the ability to cooperate with others and for the benefit of all. A good attitude and respect for the rights of others are essentially for success in life.
The vast agricultural complex forms the foundation of our American economy. You have chosen well by your expression of interest in a future career in this, our nation's largest field of endeavor.
By your enrollment in agricultural education, you have taken an important step towards becoming a useful citizen in our democracy. May you, like George Washington, use your talents and training for the betterment of yourselves and your fellow man.
The FFA is a national organization of young men and women preparing for careers in agriculture. I am proud to add your name to the roll of the Barnesville FFA chapter, Minnesota Association, and the national organization.
Success in a career and in life is largely the result of a sound education and a willingness to work. Without labor, we accomplish little, and unless our labor is directed by intelligent thinking, we accomplish nothing.
The pin worn by Green Hands is made of bronze. Because of its hardness and endurance, bronze has been used for ages by those who sought a better substitute for crude stone instruments. May those qualities of hardness and endurance carry you far in our organization. Although you have done well and merit this recognition, let me remind you that there is heights yet to be attained. Just as there are metals more precious than bronze, there are rarer and more precious laurels to be won in our organization. The silver pin of the chapter FFA degree and the golden charm of the state FFA degree await for those who earn them. In order to attain these higher degrees, you must possess rare and golden qualities. You must be malleable, but never crushed, ductible, but never drawn to anything base or dishonorable, glowing with enthusiasm, but unaltered by heat of conflict. It is my sincere wish that some of you will eventually be awarded the golden key of the American FFA degree. Your future is before you. Though hard work and wise decisions, you can attain the highest place in our organization, so eagerly sought by all worthy members.
The FFA organization practices agriculture leadership, citizenship, and cooperation. If you develop your abilities, you may become a leader in this organization. We need you, and the country needs you, strong leadership. We now welcome you as Green Hands. The advisor will now present each of you with Green Hand pin.
Mr. President, it is my privilege to announce that 5 members are candidates for the Chapter FFA degree. They are Blair Atterbury, Brooke Nord, Riley Rickford, Piper Thompson, and Bria Voxlin.
Our Constitution sets up minimum qualifications which must be met before members advance to a higher degree. The Secretary will please read the section of our Constitution which outlines the standards of this degree.
To be eligible to receive the Chapter FFA degree from the chapter, the member must meet the following minimum qualifications. Must have received the Greenhand FFA degree. Must have satisfactorily completed the equivalent of at least 180 hours of systematic school instruction and agricultural education at or above the 9th grade level. Have in operation an approved supervised agricultural experience program to be enrolled in an agricultural education course. Have participated in the planning and conducting of at least 3 official functions in the chapter program of activities. Have earned and productively invested at least $150 by the member's own efforts or worked at least 45 hours in excess of scheduled class time or a combination thereof, and have developed plans for continued growth and improvement in a supervised agricultural experience program. Have effectively led a group discussion for 15 minutes. Have demonstrated 5 procedures of parliamentary law. Show progress towards individual achievement in the FFA award programs. Have a satisfactory scholastic record. Have participated in at least 10 hours of community service activities. These hours are in addition to and cannot be duplicated as paid or unpaid SAE hours. Submit a written application for the Chapter FFA degree.
Mr. Advisor, have all candidates met or exceeded these standards?
They have.
Will the candidates please rise and the officers take their positions for the ceremony?
Fellowship and brotherhood are desirable aspects of a full and satisfying life. Your many friends in the FFA share with you the satisfaction of your achievement. May you continue to advance in the FFA. We enjoy many benefits through the FFA. It is important that all of you inform others about this organization so that its influence can be a contributing factor in their lives. Let us work together to build a better America.
FFA members learn the importance of sound financial practices. The skills you are developing in keeping records and accounts will be valuable assets to you throughout life. May you use this training to support yourself, your family, and your worthy activities of your community.
You have earned the highest FFA degree a chapter can bestow on its members. As secretary, it is my pleasure to inscribe your name in our permanent records. May you continue your individual growth and development in our organization.
Those who succeed best in life, regardless of occupation, know that the means whereby the great problems may be. Solved ignorance leads to neglect, waste, want, and poverty, while wisdom leads to industry, productivity, and happiness. You have studied and learned in order to earn this degree. Every worthwhile recognition carries with it additional responsibilities. Your increased leadership abilities should be reflected by your further involvement in the activities of our chapter.
The pin symbolizing the chapter FFA degree is made of silver. Just as there are metals more precious than silver, there are more precious awards to be won in our organization. The golden charm in the state FFA degree and the golden key in the American degree await those who earn them. It is our hope that you reach these higher goals in our organization, and I am pleased to present each of you with the silver pin of the chapter FFA degree. It is always a pleasure to receive honor.
It was our pleasure that Monday night that Barnesville had the fine opportunity to see 7 of our own go across stage receiving their state degrees. And so tonight I'd like to present them as part of the chain gang. And so they will get their state degree chains. So in that, Aiden Kent, Blair Atterbury, Shayna Erickson, Wesley Ross, Allison Smith, and Abigail Dunham. And then William Ross. Okay, so come get your chains, guys. I forgot one more. So in the process of this, when the students apply for their state degree, we have the opportunity to fill out what's called a star battery. And when we were up in Crookston last February, I had a couple advisors come up to me, kind of in a panic on my part, is that one of the qualifications is you have to be in that current year of applying for your state degree. And Barnesville has the opportunity, and I am pleased to announce that we had a star candidate, and in this year it was Allison Smith as a star in agribusiness, representing Region 1, and she was on stage yesterday. So I'd like to present to her a little special gift. And then we also have the privilege of adding to our boards outside. That this October, I'm pleased to announce that we will add one more American degree, as Carly Vegasa will go across stage and receive her American degree, which is the highest honor that you can get in the FFA. And out of our chain gang, right now I have a list of potentially 9 American degrees next year. So we're hoping that that's our goal for next year, is that we'll have 9 that go on that board.
It is always a pleasure to receive honorary members into FFA. The purpose of this ceremony is to recognize from time to time the efforts of others made in behalf. Madam Secretary, please read the selection of National Constitution which provides honorary membership.
Honorary membership. Farmers, school board superintendents, principals, members of boards of education, chapter advisors, teachers, staff members in agricultural education, business people, and other people who are helping to advance agricultural education and the FFA and who have rendered outstanding service may be elected to honorary membership by a majority vote of the members present at any regular meeting or convention.
Madam Secretary, will you introduce those who will receive this honor?
Mr. President, members and guests, I am pleased to read the following names: Eric Romaker, Darren Tucker, and James Cruz.
Will the officers take their places beside me? Will the ushers please present these candidates?
I welcome you as a friend of the FFA. It is my privilege as Sentinel to extend to each of you the symbol hand clasp of friendship and brotherhood.
As reporter, I am pleased to inform you that the FFA is a national youth organization whose purpose is to develop agriculture leaders. Welcome to our membership.
Your contribution as a useful citizen in our democracy serves as an example for our members to follow. As treasurer, I welcome you to our organization.
The FFA needs counsel and guidance from recognized leaders. It is my pleasure as secretary to add your names to our roll of honorary members.
As vice president, I welcome you to the FFA. I would inform you that our members learn to appreciate the dignity of labor. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom could accomplish much.
On behalf of every member, I wish to say we are proud to have you as honorary members. May this affiliation prove value to all. I am impress upon you that we have looked to you for counsel and guidance. It is because of the great respect we have for you that you have been elected for honorary membership. May we always cooperate for the benefit of all. I now confer upon you honorary membership in the Barnesville FFA chapter and present you with this token of membership.
Barnesville this year has an honor to have 2 new region officers in our chapter this year again. We thank Riley Rickford. She is serving as the 24-25 region secretary, and Allison Smith, who gets to serve as the 2024-2025. Do I have the wrong? 25 and 26. They get to serve as, Allison Smith gets to serve as the 25-26 region president.
We also want to thank those that just got done serving as our 24-25 officer team, in that Abigail Dunham served as our regional secretary and Allison Smith served as our historian. So we thank them for their service. So also keeping with Barnesville's success is that this year we had 2 students that applied for proficiencies. And what that is that they're applying to be proficient in an area of their choosing. And so this year we had a regional winner in beef placement proficiency of Riley Rickford. And in the area of swine production entrepreneurship, Shayna Erickson. So you'd think for as many years as I've been doing this would get easier, but it doesn't. And so I want to recognize this year's seniors, and I left my list over there. I just want to explain something. So yesterday at 8:30 in the morning, as we're waiting for our session, we arrived at Mariucci, I don't know, it was 7:30 something, and a couple of, Shayna had made the comment as she had brought back ice cream from the Kemp's? Was it Kemp's? Well, anyway, one of the ice cream places, she goes, yeah, ice cream before your school even starts. And so we run many hours outside of the school day. And so yesterday at 8:30, I'm checking my school email, and oh no. I gotten a notice from Casey, who is our IT person, who said that my computer had died that was in my office. And so we're a little scattered a little bit, and I apologize for that. But the stuff was on my computer that died. So it's not the kids' fault. We had it all planned out, and it's on the dead computer. So anyway, back to our seniors. This is always hard for me because I want to talk a little bit about the officer team, but the seniors especially. So we do an officer retreat in June. And so most of the time we go, and I leave them alone. So at this particular officer retreat, I told them that I would make them supper while they were visiting. And so I'm upstairs, and I could hear them, but I was paying attention, but I really wasn't paying attention because I wanted them to bond without my interference. And so I'm upstairs, and supper is just about ready, and I go downstairs and say, okay, if this is where our officer retreat's gonna go, we're not gonna get anything done, because they spent 2 hours, Connor and Darren, will you stand up, please? Yep, please stand up. Turn around. Those t-shirts They they discussed for over 2 hours on that design. And I thought, oh boy, we're never gonna get anything done at this pace. So anyway, I especially want to thank my seniors. And so each one of the seniors, I'd like to come up here and present to you with a medal for your service of being a senior. So Liberty Burnside, Blair Atterbury, I'm gonna have you give these out. Abigail Dunham, Wesley Ross, she's giving me two. Connor Dahl, and most of you have seen that some of our ceremonies are not typical, and that's because I have an owlet this year. And so with Aiden's medal, I am also presenting him with his little owlet because he's been not a full-fledged owl, but he's learning the process, and I've greatly valued his duties this year. So he also gets an owlet for being my assistant advisor. Thank you, seniors. Team keeps me on track too. Wait, don't take the picture yet. Don't leave. Madeline Brandenburg, sorry. I know that each year we have many of you that go above and beyond sometimes the hours that go into some of the things that you volunteer. And so this year, the chapter wanted to recognize 6 units, I'm going to call them. And here's what it says. It says, Forever Blue. Thank you for being Forever Blue with the Barnesville chapter. And our first set will go to Bailey and Tanner. Our second set will be Patrick and Mary. Come on up, we got something special. The third set will be James and Jennifer. Our fourth set will be Darren and Ashley. Our fifth set is Jacob and Carrie. And then James Cruz. So what's in their little bag? It's not exactly what I got displaying, but we actually had another chapter make these for us. And so when you take these home, you can choose your color that they light up at.
We want to give a big thanks to the alumni and supporters of the Barnesville chapter for giving us a great opportunity to hear from Amberly Snyder's story. Amberly Snyder is a professional barrel racer, motivational speaker, and writer. In 2010, she suffered from a car crash that paralyzed her from the waist down. She adapted to the injury and began competing once again. In 2015, she competed at a high-level rodeo, the American Rodeo. Snyder now is a motivational speaker and inspires many all across the world.
I'll keep it short and sweet. First off, I want to thank all of you for coming. Without all of you guys, none of this is possible. And without all you kids, it's hard for us to want to be a part of this program. So thank you to everyone. This year's scholarship will be a $1,500 scholarship, and that will go to Abigail Dunham.
I just would like to do a little bit of audience participation because I just want everybody to understand the ramifications of the FFA. So I would like you to stand if you have or are an FFA member. That includes adults. Stay standing, please. Number 2, if you've helped with the FFA, whether it be the fair, concessions, coached, or supported, whether it's financial or worked something for the FFA, or helped host. FFA members, I want you to turn around and look, because they're part of our backbone, okay? Thank you. Thank you, all of you. As we move forward, one of the coolest things that I've kind of told the kids, and some of you know this, is that Barnesville is in a unique position in the simple fact that Barnesville FFA chapter was founded July 25th, 1930, and we are one of 22 chapters that's chartered the state of Minnesota's FFA. And so as we move forward, we will start celebrating our 95 years of existence of Minnesota FFA, but also more importantly, Barnesville FFA. And with that, the kids have designed a commemorative t-shirt that we will have some of them for sale. We asked Lori to produce t-shirts before she leaves us here in another month, I think it is. But our t-shirts, here, Shannon, hold it up, are going to celebrate the fact that we're 95 years old. We're one of 22 chapters that are that old. So yay, Barnesville. With that, Allison earlier talked about the photo challenge. And one of our great supporters, she made a wonderful suggestion, and so we're working on it. So at our fair, we are going to try and kick off a commemorable calendar that'll be an 18-month calendar that will include all of the photographs that you guys submitted. So we appreciate everything that was done. So those are part of our anniversary celebrations, and there'll be more throughout the year. So thank you. In moving forward, I would like to thank, I think I got the 3 names right, Bailey, Pat, and Alex, who spent time and energy to, most of you know that we have a food trailer. And so last year at the fair, I spent time running basically between the trailer and the food stand. And don't think it was fair to the rest of the kids that were showing and exhibiting things. And so we moved ahead and we hired food stand managers through the interview process of, I'm pretty sure it was Bailey, Pat, and Alex. Have I got that right, guys? Spent an hour or so interviewing those applicants. And I'm pleased to announce that our sister team of Brooke and Madison will be officially our food stand managers. And I'd like to present them with t-shirts. So, yay. Now what's next? What did I skip? My what? Oh, geez. That's what happens when your computer breaks. So, officer demo. I thought that was not me. Okay, Brooke, that's you.
This last fall at Fall Rally, we competed in the officer demos. It's like a mini mock trial of the Parley stuff. We just go through opening ceremonies, and then we do a couple motions. And the people that put on the contest pick officer of the day. And the vice president of the day was Shayna Erickson. So.
So as well as doing the officer demos and a lot of other contests throughout the year, a few of the officers had the opportunity to participate in the officer books contest. I participated with my secretary's book, which was out front by the tables. Hopefully some of you got to look at that. But some of the things we did was we kept diligent minutes throughout the year. We got carefully recorded attendance records, as well as a chapter roster and several committee reports, correspondence, and all sorts of other things. And so a lot of work went into it, but it was a very rewarding experience. It was 3rd in the region, and I don't know, I thought it was a really great experience for anybody else looking to do it in the future.
I was put in charge of doing the scrapbook. As the reporter, it's my job to help report the chapter happenings, and the scrapbook is the perfect way to report back to the community by putting it on display, so hopefully you guys did get to check that out. A lot of work goes into that, a lot of photos being printed, and a lot of photos taken throughout the year. So that was fun. And then all the photos from the photo contest are also in there if you guys wanted to see them. Now, Miss Long, can you go up there, please? No, we don't. So, we took over because, as Miss Long says, this is our banquet, and she's just here to advise. So, without her knowing, we managed to get her a gift up front. And put it in the slideshow, all without her knowing. And we did this because we are so very thankful for her pushing us, even when the card's not yours. But even when we're being complete butts, you tend to just laugh it off with us and push us to do our best. So we thank you very much, and open up the card. Thank you. For those of you who don't know, I'm pretty sure Miss Sloan drinks at least one of those every day. So we got her a whole basket of them.
Thank you.
For those of you who don't know, Barnesville FFA attended FFA weekend at the Minnesota State Fair. I was always told that this was first time in over 25 years, but I was sitting having supper with Miss Sloan today, and apparently it was Barnesville's first time ever attending the Minnesota State Fair for FFA weekend. So that's pretty cool. And I was one of 7 members who got the opportunity to attend this year. So we had exhibitors show swine, cattle, and then we also put together a judging team for State Fair, in which the judging team placed 9th, which was pretty cool. And all the swine and cattle exhibitors, both species got reserve champion in herdsmanship, which is really spectacular. And it was overall a very good experience, and I am looking forward to going next year, and hopefully those that went this year are planning on attending again.
I was one of the 14 members that went to National Convention. On the way there, we toured the chocolate factory in Indiana. We also got the opportunity to tour Notre Dame College. And then after Notre Dame College, we got to go eat upside down burgers. On the way there, we were all like, we have no clue what this is. And then we got the opportunity to watch Kaylee Berg walk across the national stage. We also did a few workshops focusing on chapters and growing things. And we also got the opportunity to go to the rodeo this year.
One of the things I also want to mention is Monday, we had alumni that was recognized for the 2nd year in a row. Second year in a row, James, we had a state winner of Coach of the Year on the alumni side, and we recognized James for that. And then Bailey was recognized as Outstanding Alumni Member of the Year. I will tell you that the amount of time that I spend away from my family is truly because of you guys and because of all of you, including my officer team, you parents, my alumni. It is why the being away from home a minimum of 5 days out of the week makes me keep coming back. And so I appreciate each and every one of you. You truly are the reason why I come back, because it would be easier not to drive 100 miles every Sunday night to come back here, to just stay home on the farm. But I truly believe that we have great students, and this is a great ag community, so I thank each and every one of you for that. As we look at this officer team, again, I'll iterate, back to June, I gave them a charge and said, here's the deal. This is your chapter, not my chapter. I am your advisor. I will help advise you to make your goals and to help them move forward and make what they need to be true. And one of the charges I gave to them was how to make the best better. And I truly believe that they full on took what I asked of them. Consequently, we've got awards that we, Barnesville chapter, hasn't had for a while. And I honestly say it's because of their work. Long hours, sometimes some tears, sometimes a few hugs, even though I got one that's not a hugger, just because they're young people, and I want them to succeed. And so I am going to miss the kilometry, or however that word is. Yeah, that's it, of this officer team, because I think they work well together, and I look forward to next year's officer team too. But before they go, and yes, their advisor was very slow at doing these, because I took these last June, and my intent was to have them on the wall all school year, but bad advisor. So anyway, Mr. President, thank you. Miss Abigail, thank you. Micah, thank you. Mr. Kent, thank you. Oh, by the way, the slideshows. He put in a tremendous amount of work, and I told him next year he's going to be on speed dial. I don't care if he's in the tractor or not, that he's my go-to. So he put a lot of work into all this stuff, and I appreciate that. Miss Riley. Baxter. Blair. Madison. Miss Bria. Brooke. Miss Allison. And last but not least, Miss Shana. Thank you, officer team.
I like this so much, I might just prop it up.
Oh, there you go.
Install? Okay. I don't know.
Okay, I've been messing with my officer team. Yeah, too sweet, too sweet. They gotta find out. You get to hold this a minute. Okay. So here's the deal. First of all, I want to thank James, Pat, Tanner, and Bailey. They started at noon interviewing next year's officer team. I shut the door at 5:30 p.m. because we had a great selection of officer candidates. And so what was at the end of, I was gone with kids at contest. Was it the first week of March? End of February, something like that. Officer team has had to wait, and they are mad at me because they don't know what office they are. So we're going to do this a little differently. Too bad. So, my current team, come here. Somebody take this one. Yeah, just wait. Somebody take that one. Somebody take this one. Where's this one? Where's this one? Where's this one? Nope. Baxter, you can't play this game. Go away, Baxter. Sorry. Can't play this game. No, just chill a minute. Okay, Okay, go find them. I like having fun with my fine young people. So, I was Plan A today, or this year. I went and ordered their polo shirts early. So, those of you who got a polo shirt, stand up by the stage, turn around. No, come up by the stage. Yep, where Taylor is. Your office is on your new polo shirt. So, who's my Madam President? Step forward. My Vice President, step forward. Secretary, step forward. Treasurer, step forward. Reporter, step forward. Sentinel, step forward. My parliamentarian, step forward. And my historian, step forward. Okay, don't go anywhere. You come here. Put your shirts down, come here. Holden, you're not supposed to be sitting. Get your butt up here. Okay, senior officer team. President, step forward. Vice President, step forward. Secretary, step forward. Treasurer, step forward. Reporter. Sentinel. Parliamentarian. And historian. These are your 25-26 officer team. So this would be my senior team. The dark blue team is my junior officer team. Current officers, you gotta come back up here. You're not done yet. You gotta install them yet. Yeah, yep.
Shayna and Monica, as president-elect, you have been selected by your fellow members to be a leader of our chapter for the upcoming year. You are therefore responsible for guiding the chapter in all its worthy undertakings. May you work intelligently and seriously to fulfill the responsibilities of your office.
Baxter and Allison, as Vice President-elect, your record of accomplishment indicates that you have those qualities of leadership which we should all possess. You are the asset. You are to assist the President in directing the work of our chapter, preside over meetings in his or her absence, and keep all committees working effectively.
Well, I guess I get to re-elect myself. Siri, as Vice President-elect, Secretary, as Secretary-elect, your record of, I can't read. You have been chosen to keep accurate minutes of our meetings and carry on the chapter correspondence. You should provide the chapter with the order of business and committee assignments for each meeting. You also keep a list of members, a record of degrees awarded, and have custody of the Constitution and bylaws.
Who's my treasurers? Miss Bria. I will bestow onto you like Shayna bestowed onto me last year. So, Miss Bria and Miss Hadley, as treasurer-elect, you have been placed in a position of trust. Your duties require you to keep an accurate record of receipts and disbursements and to provide regular financial reports. It is also your responsibility to assist in developing the chapter, budget, and maintaining sound financial practices.
Shelby and Madison. Shelby and Madison, as reporter-elect, your duty is to inform the public about FFA. You are expected to work closely with the news media, include state and national FFA publications. You should keep a record of photographs and articles published concerning the FFA and its members, and be responsible for compiling our FFA history.
Micah and Wyatt. As Sentinel-elect, your duties include welcoming our friends, caring for the meeting room and FFA equipment, and providing for the comfort of our members and guests. It is also your duty to assist and conduct meetings and ceremonies.
Holden and Jacqueline, as parliamentarian-elects, you have been chosen to ensure meetings are conducted according to parliamentary law and assist members in proper meeting procedure and etiquette. You should assure that every member will be heard and that the majority will prevail. All right, Brooke and Jacqueline, as historian-elects, you have been chosen to keep an accurate record of chapter history. You are to take photos at events and contests and to develop and maintain a scrapbook and to assist the reporter with any needs.
It is an honor to be an officer in the FFA. From time to time during the year, you may encounter difficult problems, but through cooperation, hard work, dedication, you succeed, and the FFA will prosper. Do each of you accept the responsibilities of your office and will do your best to uphold the ideals and principles of the FFA? If so, answer, we do. We do. I now declare each of you properly and duly installed in the respective office to which you were elected. May your year of service be marked by integrity, dedication, and cooperative spirit. Seek harmony among your fellow officers and set high standards of leadership for all chapter members. Retiring officers, will you please escort your newly installed officers to their stations?
When we adjourn, we would like photos of all of our members for a nice OD photo to have for thank yous and whatnot, and we'd also like a new officer picture. Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
We have none, Madam President.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should properly come before this meeting? We are about to adjourn this banquet of the Barnesville FFA chapter. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, please join me in a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I now declare this banquet adjourned.